Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here, and today's video is definitely not a review, it's yet another top 5 list. So this top 5 is my top 5 players of 2021. So the list is purely my opinion, subject to no changes because it's purely my opinion. If your top 5 is different, let me know in the comments below, but without further ado, let's crack on with it. Right, so coming in at number 5 we have none other than the Loxley sponsored player Ryancerrell. Number 16 in the world now, played some outstanding stuff this year. Winner of, well, I say this year, I meant 2021. Runner up. Winner of a Players' Championship event. Last 16 at the Worlds. And of course, he's played really well this season with those 32 gram monsters he throws at the board. Obviously, future world champion in my opinion. I can see him being in the Premier League very soon. He's certainly got the ability to play in this Premier League. Definite future world champion. He has the natural ability and just the overall mentality to go out and win majors. Plus he's still relatively young, so he still does have a very good chance in taking one of those majors in 2022 and onwards. So number 5 on the list was of course Ryancerrell. Let's move on to number 4. Guys, coming in at number 4 we have none other than the 2021/2022 World Finalist, Bully Boy Michael Smith. Played great all season from the games I've seen him play. I did miss a few of the tournaments that he played in. Played well all season from what I've seen. His mental side of the game has really improved. I mean, look at that final. He played an outstanding final against Peter Wright, obviously the newly crowned world champion. The only thing that did let him down for me is his doubles. All tournament his doubles were a bit, but he's getting there. So definite future major winner, especially for the Worlds. He's definitely a world champion coming, especially since he has experience of being the world youth champion. Obviously I've reviewed these darts as well, so it could be worth checking those out if you like the look of them, but they're mainly suited for Michael, so it's entirely up to yourselves on that one. And obviously the way he's been playing, the way he played for the Worlds, especially in the 180 count, it was exceptionally well done with the 180 count. It broke the record that Gary Anderson set for, I think it was 71. He set 73 or 74 180s at the Ali Pali stage, so that kind of says a lot about Michael Smith and his ability to play darts. He just really needs to work on those doubles. But with that, let's move on to my third top PDC player of 2021. Right guys, coming in at number 3 we have none other than the world number 1, the first ever Welsh world champion. I'm assuming he will be the first, and Johnny Clayton will be a very close second world champion indeed, the way he is playing. But the third person on my list for the top 5 players of 2021 is none other than Gerwyn Price, the Iceman. For most of 2021 he seemed unbeatable. He won most of his games, most of his tournaments, with the exception of, obviously, he was a runner-up in the Grand Prix, and he was just unlucky to get put out by Michael Smith in the Worlds. Probably the crowds, I don't know, but in that game I'd say Michael Smith played better, although the 9-darter against Michael Smith was there. Gerwyn Price is definitely one of the best in the world, there's no doubt in that. Runner-up in the Grand Prix, as I said, he was just very unlucky in that aspect of the Grand Prix that he came in and the runner-up. As I say, Gerwyn Price was pretty much unbeatable for most of 2021. Definitely the most dominant player on the tour in 2021. And in my opinion, he's a great player. He just needs to sort his crap out away from the board, because that's where a lot of people dislike him, and we all know the darts needs a character on the stage, and Gerwyn Price certainly fulfills that need as a character on the stage. But with that, let's move on to my pick at number 2. Here we go at number 2, and my pick for number 2 is going to be very controversial between my third place pick and here. My second place pick is none other than the newly crowned world champion, Peter Snakebite Wright. And that is just simply because he's the World Cup champion, the match play champion, and of course, as I just said, the newly crowned world champion for the second time in his career. Hopefully he gets a better run this time, because his first run as world champion was a joke due to COVID, which is very unfortunate for Snakebite. So hopefully this year he gets a very good chance to defend that world title throughout the year, rather than obviously just sitting at home until the World Cup, let's just say, because that's when it started up again in 2021, or 2020 rather. As I say, playing the best darts of his career at the moment. World Cup winner, match play winner, champion, world champion winner, and it was all mainly using that one set of darts, which is the gold Euro 11 elements. It's not very often, in fact, it's not very often we see Snakebite using the same darts without fiddling and changing. I get that he did use 2 different sets of the gold Euro 11 elements in the World Championship, which was pretty much the exact same dart, just different setups. One had a longer point, one had a shorter point. But congratulations obviously to Snakebite for his second world title, closely matching Gary Anderson. I'm pretty sure Gary Anderson will want to come back next year to get that third, just to one up Peter. But I've gave you my number 2 opinions on number 2, so let's move on to number 1 and the player of the year, in my opinion. Number 1 is just coming up. Coming in at my number 1 spot, a lot of people are probably going to say this because most people's top number 1 player of 2021, and that is none other than the Ferret, Johnny Clayton. Premier League champion this year, well, last year, you know what I mean. The World Masters champion, the Grand Prix champion, and in my opinion, hands down, player of the year. Played really, really great stuff throughout 2021. Won most of the majors. I was a shoe-in, determined that he was going to get to the final of the World Championship at the Ali Pali stage. He was just unlucky, I'd say. Red Dragon have invested a lot of time into Johnny Clayton, and obviously his range of darts as well. I do have a set of his gold darts review coming in the next few days. So Johnny Clayton, obviously world number, not sure where he is in the rankings, but he's definitely a shoo-in for the Premier League because he is the Premier League champion, defending his Masters at the end of this month. So I look forward to see how he defends that. The way he's been playing, he's a very good shoe-in to win it again this year. He's defended a lot of titles this year. He's got the Grand Prix to defend, obviously. That's the double out tournament, the hardest tournament of the year, and he won it this year. But as I say, Johnny Clayton is definitely the hands down player of the year. No doubt about it in my mind. If obviously you've got your own opinion, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to discuss. But that was my top 5 list of the 2021 tour. So, 2021 season. So just to recap, number 5 was Ryancerrell, as you can see here. Number 4 was Michael Smith. Number 3 was Gerwyn Price. Number 2 was the 2-time world champion, newly crowned Snakebite Peter Wright. And at number 1, as we were just discussing, is Johnny the Ferret Clayton. Definitely player of the year of the PDC. Don't award them player of the year this year, I'll be astounded. But let me know your top 5 in the comment section down below. And also, while you're kind of near that comment section, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, share the video out and let everybody know. The goal this year is to achieve 2k subs. Probably a bit far-fetched sub count to go for, but that's what I'm going for. But as I say, let me know your top 5 in the comment section below. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.